me and Simon, my co-founders, we're probably most likely going to run out of money. Unfortunately, lay off everybody and go to somewhere small and interesting and quiet, and we can just focus on coding. Look at Japan, because neither of us has been to Japan and we always want to go to. Oh. And the reason for Kyoto is, if you look at on Airbnb, Tokyo and those Osaka or other major cities, the rooms are fairly small, the apartments are fairly small. But for Kyoto, probably because during World War II, it wasn't got bombed, and a lot of older houses are still there. They're quite a bit bigger, and the pace of the life in the city is slower as well. So good for folks on working on things. And it's a much cheaper city than San Francisco. So the notion that everybody's working on today is rebuilt from that stage.
So in 2018 summer, Ivan and I got together for breakfast just to catch up. I was at LinkedIn then. I was itching to get back into the garage and build again. And I thought I would probably leave LinkedIn and start my own company. But as we were having breakfast, Ivan talked a lot about the 2.0 release, which introduced the database. The tipping point for us was when we moved away from asking you to build software to providing you simple templates that allow you to do your job. We came in and said, hey, here's a knowledge base so you can collaborate with all your friends. Now, underneath that product, all the capabilities still exist. Like, you can still modify it, you can still build your own software, but my marketing to you is less about that and more about specific things that you need to do your job and how Notion fills that gap. And so as we were talking, Ivan was at that time looking for a COO who could really help scale the business. The company was about 8 people then, and he offered me that role, which was a really interesting role. I think everything that I had done up until that point was more on the product side, and this role was basically a role that was trying to do everything inside the company except product. I think his thinking was that if he could get a product counterpart to really help build out go-to-market and the foundational teams here, I think it would allow him to stay focused on product. And for me, this felt like a really interesting opportunity where I joined well before I think most people knew about Notion, and I got to take something that had just hit product market fit and take it to the masses. After a lot of thinking, I decided to join fall of 2018. And yeah, it's been amazing to watch. I think we were 8 people then, and we're close to 500 people now, just in 4 years. Business has grown over 100-fold in that time frame.